What's up, everyone? Today you're about to witness the blessing. You new to camera movement? Or maybe you've been trying, but your 3D still looks like PowerPoint with extra steps. Don't worry, I got you. We're going through 4 levels of 3D camera movement, starting at level 1, camera for beginners, all the way to level 4, where your camera is basically doing backflips while eating a hot dog. But before we start, let's answer a question. What even is a 3D camera? What is world? Who am I? Why are you watching this instead of editing? Why don't I have a girlfriend? Yeah, I don't know either. The only thing I can answer is a 3D camera is basically free cam mode, like Fortnite replay mode but in After Effects. Or like when you're ghosting in CS and your fucking teammates have a brain of tung and can't win. That's literally it. In editing terms, it's three-dimensional movement, meaning you have X, Y, and Z for both position, rotation, and scale. So no, we're not here to make an infinite castle type shit. We're here to make your edits look less boring and more like, damn, how did he even do that? All right, let's get into it. This will be our level 1. It'll also be the longest due to amount of information. Let's start this by setting up our composition. Start it up by adding 3 solid layers, different colors. These 3 layers will serve as objects for movement, and the white background will not be 3D. We want to keep it as is. Now we'll select all 3 layers and enable 3D, this third box here. By enabling 3D, you'll have new options in position, scale, and rotation. As you may have noticed, when you enable 3D, a few new options appear that you have not seen before. But what do they do? Let's go through this. Here you can enable multiple views, meaning you can have both custom view and active camera, your edit there. When you enter custom view, that's where you usually do 3D setup. There you can move and arrange objects in 3D space without messing anything in the actual edit. Plus, it's easier. By clicking C on your keyboard, you'll be able to go through 3 options of 3D movement, test them out, and to go back, click V. Now let's arrange our objects by moving them backwards using Z position, third option, and move the 2 left or right. Arrange them however you want. By clicking R on keyboard, you'll open rotations and you can also set them for some extra movement. Now let's add camera. I don't know if my camera settings are default or custom because I don't usually touch those settings, but copy them if you want to. Now add null layer, and let's start with this. Here I will just change color of layers to know what's what. Parent the camera to the null. No need to touch objects, we need layers. As long as the 3D is enabled, the camera will take care of it. Okay, we'll start this by zooming out without adding any keyframes. We want to set our starting position first. Add keyframes for everything. You may not need everything, but you also may need it. Go far away and zoom into the object 1, green for me. Let's play it and see what we got. Looks worse than bad. To fix this, we'll add graphs. Open Graph Editor and let's do this together. Right-click into empty space in the editor and select Speed Graphs. By dragging your mouse while holding the left click, you will create this box, Select, that you have on Windows, and with it select the both ends of the graph like me. Now while holding Shift, drag the yellow points so that the peak is where the beat mark is. Don't make it too stiff, but also not too loose. Play with it, but copy mine to get good results. Let's add another null for the second movement to the blue object. Make sure they're all 3D nulls and parent them. Okay, now let's jump into the second movement. We want to keep the movement smooth and flowy, so we'll overlap the keyframes, meaning the second movement will start in the middle of the first one. May sound confusing, but just watch me do it and follow me. I can't voice her over much here, since it's basically just positioning it, and that's really up to you and not much to follow. YK. So that is what it looks like. And now all that's left is to do the same thing. But for the red object, I want to keep the tutorial clear but short, because after all, there are 4 parts to this, so we'll speed it up a bit more and see you soon. Okay, now we got all the movements done. Let me show you what it looks like and what exactly we have done. To add to all this and to keep the edit looking more flowy and stuff, this isn't really important, nor is it part of the tutorial, but I wanted to add this, just so you know, it exists. Select the top null and make it normal, and on it, open rotation, and while holding Alt, click on the stopwatch and copy what I do. This will add a slight shake that can make the edit look a bit better. You can also add rotation to the layers, same as before. Not a part of the tutorial, but just for the details and flowy look. And that would be part 1, beginner camera movement together with setup. To keep the tutorial short, I'll cut setup parts from the next steps. If you want all 4 setups to follow what I do, there will be a link in description. The version is 2022 and above, and it'll have all 4 setups so you can just follow and practice. This is our step 2. For this one, we will take text as the objects and use a bit more advanced camera. I purposely positioned the last text badly to show how the positioning of objects can affect the movement. If you follow the step 1, then you should know what to do here. We'll add camera, feel free to copy my settings, and add nulls. Same as before, we'll first position the camera to the starting position. Add keyframes, and let's start with camera movement. To be honest, first step was more of a tutorial, and now we're jumping into practice to advanced and get better at this. If you skip step 1, that means you already know the basics and you're looking for something more, meaning that I don't have to explain as much stuff here. As stated before, download setups and follow me to learn. Now this is the part I mentioned before. Look at what I do and see how it ends up looking. Please take a look and tell me, does this look good? No, right? Why? The positioning is bad. To correct the camera, it takes too much, and it would be possible if there was more text that eventually ends up in the right position. But like this, it's bad. Let's fix that. Let's first do the movement to see if it looks good, and then we can move the text to that position.
Let me wrap my arms around you and never let go. Love me unconditionally. My one and only. Just set my heart free. How could you be so lovely unconditionally? My one and only.
Good fellow, it's me up some song, yeah, we keep it mellow.
My one and only. Just set my heart free.
Same as the first time. To make it more flowy and stuff, you can add slight animations to the text. The step 2 is just a practice. Now we'll move on to something easy but new. The next step will cover a bit annoying part of camera movement, but it's a useful thing that could be used for more. Then you think, shouldn't be long one. It might look simple, and it really is. But the way you think that we're doing this is not the way we'll be doing it. Same as before, add 3 solids with different colors. Now let's make something similar to 3D Room. Let's enable snapping and grab the layer by the corner and move it to the corner of another layer. Sounds complicated? It isn't. That's it, Lowell. Now let's jump into that new thing that I mentioned. Firstly, make a camera. Add nulls and set the position of the first one, but don't parent the second one. Leave it just there. Enable 3D, but don't parent, and let's open Custom View. Okay, now we'll get into a bit of a complicated part, even though it's not complicated at all. Select Anchor Tool up here and enable snapping. Okay, now hopefully you know what anchor point is. It's a center of the movement. Let me show you real quick. As you can see, there is this little thing, the middle, and it serves as a center of movement. Meaning if I move this to the right or left, then whatever transition or movement I make will happen from that side, with this point as a center. Move that anchor point to the middle of one of the layers that you want to move to next. And now you parent the null and make a movement. It'll be quite simple now that we've done this. Yes, you could have done it without moving anchor point, but with more complex movement, this will save your life. You will see in the step 4. Now we'll do the same thing for the third object, red, by adding new null, not parenting it yet, and moving the anchor there. This is the third step, quite simple, isn't it? Let me show how to turn this into 3D room. Not a part of tutorial, but if you want to do something similar, then feel free to slow down and follow me. Not really a popular 3D room that you can see in edits, but it's good enough. Scale up layers and it'll look decent. This is step 4. Here we will combine everything that we have learned in this whole video, from simple position to moving anchor and setting this up. This one was heavily inspired by my edit, and people requested this tutorial, but I decided to it in a bit of unique way. Since this is a practice part that you can follow, I will not explain much. Feel free to test what you've learned. I will leave this whole part here, but sped up, so if you want, you can follow the whole part, setup, or just download the setups from the description. Here I am just showing you what this would look like if done without moving the anchor. And that would be the 3D camera movement tutorial. I really hope that this helped you with your movement, and if you've made an edit following this tutorial, please link it down or tag me, because I want to see them. I really tried to be creative with the way of doing this tutorial so that you won't ever need another tutorial. That would be all from me today. Thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.